Hello. I just wanted to talk about clamps and the difference in the helix of the screw and how it's affecting clamp force. And I've had this conversation with a couple of friends of mine, and I think we're all in the agreement um, that the way it changes from like kind of the old school clamps to the newer models, definitely you see a difference in the holding ability, meaning when you come in the next day, is your clamp still tight as it was the night before when you left it? I don't know if there's any other factors there, but feel free to put them in the comments. But here, I just want to go over these. All right, so here, this is maybe a 4 or 5 year old Bessie, relatively brand new pony since they've been at Lowe's. And this is an old school pony that I've had for probably 10 or 20 years. These guys are really old, probably even older than me. You can kind of see the way the screw is. It's really shallow angles and allows you to tighten really well. This one, even more so. Um, the old school ponies, as you can see, have a very similar to kind of that old school guy there. That's either a Wetzel or I forget the brand. That's a Wetzel, and then this one is a Taylor. And the new school pony, if I put them right next to each other, you can almost see the difference. They got wider spaces, still kind of shallow, but wider and thinner, like a thinner thread. Definitely makes a difference. Now, I will say I haven't noticed much of a difference with the new ponies. I use them a fair amount. I have a lot of them in my shop, and I was happy to see the ponies come back because the threading on these Bessies. Again, this one's a couple years old, so maybe they changed them on the newer models or whatever. Even though that's got a thicker thread, it's a steeper angle, and when I just took this countertop out of clamps. Every one of my Bessies was loose. These ponies were all still tight as I left them the night before. And I've experienced it multiple times with the Bessies. I don't know what it is that's doing it. But I can say that the ponies, even the newer ones, are not doing that. So just a couple quick thoughts on clamps. And what do you guys use? What do you like? I have obviously lots of F-style Bessies, even some Harbor Freights. For those smaller sizes, seem to be fine. Anything bigger than that, they bend too much. But even old school, ones that I have, they bend too, but they still hold pressure. So what are you guys using? Because I know these Taylors are awesome. They're just heavy as hell. I got a bunch of them back here that I keep handy for glue ups. They work great. Huge, thick bar, doesn't bend. These don't bend as much as, say, the Bessies, the German Bessies, the thicker ones. They're probably comparable. But again, that screw makes all the difference in their holding abilities. So just some thoughts. So that's my thoughts for now. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm curious to see a discussion in the comments about this. I'm curious if anybody else has experienced pretty similar things that I have. Let me know. Thanks. Have a good one.